Oops. We were backstage. I forgot to pull us up.
Joke's on you guys.
Hi, everyone.
Man, it's been a while since we did this, but guess what, everyone? We got some new internet.
Yes, that's why we didn't have as many podcasts, because the last one that I did, it was awful. I couldn't understand the person I was talking to, and it was lagging so much that I was like, okay, we need to get new Wi-Fi before we have another podcast. So now we're back.
With new Wi-Fi.
Yes, a long time coming. Next thing on the list is a new computer. But
So we're starting the GoFundMe right now for new laptops for the muds.
yes, both of us. I think both our laptops are at least like 7, 8 years old.
They're old.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, today Joseph and I are going to be talking about the Clifton Strengths Test. We both took it. If you guys can't hear us, let me know. I'm assuming that you can hear us okay. Everybody in Vino's group and some other people in the real estate world have been taking this test to kind of figure out what our strengths are. And if you don't know what the test is, it is, I don't know how to describe it. How would you describe it?
It is it's similar to like the DISC test and all those other personality tests, but the way that this is different is it's not necessarily talking about your personality. It's actually talking about your strengths and what your natural talents are as a person, right? Everybody has things that they're just naturally good at. Even if you don't think you do, right? And so it kind of it helps you identify those strengths and maybe those areas that you're not as strong in. And the point is it's all positive, right? Everything that is there is a strength in some way or fashion. So there's no negative connotation to it. But the point is so that you can identify the things that you are good at naturally and focus on areas that amplify or utilize those specific strengths. It also lets you focus on those things that are kind of like in the second tier, not the ones that are, come very, very easily, but those that you're good at, but you kind of need to work at and make sure that you're improving those skills. It helps you identify those as well. It's really, really good to identify who you are and then who you need in your business. That way you can be maximizing all areas of your business and focus on the things that you're truly good at and then delegate everything else.
That was good. That was better than what I would have said. Hi, Chris. Hi, Susan. Good to see y'all. So Joseph and I took it, and I don't think I was surprised by my number one. My number one was communication. That was my number one strength.
And guess what communication was for me? My very last one. There's 34 in total, and my last one, my 34th one, was communication. I think KJ has them here that we can share with you guys that we can see it.
Let me see how to share my screen. I've never done this with oh, I think I found it. There we go. Okay.
Nice.
Yes, got it. Okay. Oh man, I feel like the quality isn't good because I had to snip it. But I hope you guys can see it. Now I feel like I should have zoomed in, but so as you can see here, there are 4 themes. For those of you who aren't familiar, there's 4 themes. And so there's orange, there's green, there's purple, and there's blue. And so this is all stuff that I've learned.
What do those colors mean, though?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Okay. I mean, there's all these colors.
Do you want to explain?
No,
because I feel like you might do it better than me.
So I'm going in order of those that take action the fastest, right? You have starting from the top. These are the people that just go. They just go and do it, right? They just make it happen. I don't really think about it too much. Versus the bottom totem pole is, and they're not bad or different anyway. It's just how they operate, right? And so the last one are slowest to take action, and I'll explain why here in a moment. So the first one is influencing, and that's also the orange color. That one is the quickest to do it. They want to be known. They are the people that build others up. Hang on, I think.
Are you sure that's the right order?
Yes. Yeah, positive. So that's influencing. That's orange.
I thought it was this order that's there.
No.
Okay, I'll let you do your
Listen. All right. So the next one is the purple one, and that's executing. They are the next to take action. Those are the ones that make things happen, right? They execute things. Next one down is blue, and that is the relationship building. Those are the ones that are good at maintaining and building relationships into long lasting. What's the word I'm looking for? I guess relationships is the word I'm looking for. Next one is strategic thinking, and that's the green column. That one, again, are the last to typically take that action. They are the analyzers. Those are the ones that really want to understand the entirety of what it is, whatever it is that they're about to take part in or do. They're going to be the ones most analytical, most methodical about whatever it is that they're doing. All right. And again, guys, we are not professionals at this. This is just something we're learning, and we thought it'd be good to share with everybody. It has enlightened us. It's not something that I guess we always kind of knew what we were good at, but it was really cool to see and I actually truly identify what those skill sets are that we have. Like without even truly knowing about it, you kind of gravitate towards those things or roles that you're good at, right? You naturally gravitate towards them because you want to do things that, provide you with a positive emotion. And when you successfully complete something or do something, that invokes a positive reaction or emotion within you. So that's how we naturally gravitate towards these roles. And so what I'm getting at is KJ and I, the way that we work together is we are like very, very opposites as far as our strengths, which is great, right? In a partnership, that's what you want. You want to have the partners or team members that are the exact opposite of you or have the areas and where you're lacking and can kind of take over that position or that role or job or whatever it is. You want to kind of jump in there or should I keep going?
I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm just listening to what you're saying, but I think it's cool to have our stuff up here to show like literally complete opposite. Like my number one is his last one, which I thought was funny. And I have Woo as number 3, and that's your 33.
Yeah, basically your top 10 are my last 10.
And vice versa. Like all the purple are on the bottom of mine.
Yeah.
So like
okay, let's relate that to how.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going and like how we work. So like I come up with a lot of ideas and I'm good at talking to people and bringing a lot of relationships to the team. But like if you look my number 4, my number 5 is strategic and futuristic, which means like I'm always thinking about like where will we go like 5 years from now. Like I'm always painting the picture to him, like imagine us here, like these are our goals, this is what we're going to be doing, like put yourself here. And it's always really motivating. And strategic is I'm always coming up with ideas, which is like crazy how spot on this is, because I'm always like, hey, we should do this, we should do this, we should do that. But the thing is like Joseph, he leads in purple, which is executing, and purples are great because they make it happen. So for me, I can come up with all these ideas, but I couldn't have done it without Joseph. He is like my backbone. He makes things happen. So I think we complement each other in that way because like for instance, blue, he has a lot of purple and blue. Blue are good at like keeping teams together and being the glue for relationships. And so with me, I feel like I'm all over the place, but
that's that orange kicking in.
For me, like the third one on there, is woo, which is winning over others. Meaning, one of the things when I was reading over my results was that I enjoy going to meet as many people as possible. Like when I'm going to a meetup, my goal is to say hi and meet as many people as I can. But for Joseph, he's blue. So what that means is he should be focused on building deep relationships with maybe like 5 people. So for me, it's great because what I do is I'm kind of like the filter. I go and meet a ton of people and I help us become known and building our brand. And then I find people, I'm like, ooh, Joseph should talk to this person. And I bring them over to him. And then Joseph really works on building that deeper relationship with them. So I think it works out good how we complement each other, because it's great when raising capital too. How else, or what other things should we point out that like kind of?
I guess we should explain a couple of these here, right? So let's talk about our positions as a team, right? And you kind of already touched on it a little bit, right? So her let's just look at the top 5, the top 10, whatever. So her first is communication, her second is significance, her third is woo, her fourth is strategic, and her fifth is futuristic. So let's just talk about those first. So communication, right? She's great. Basically, what that is talking about how you can communicate your thoughts, feelings, and ideas effectively, right? And she does it all the time. She literally is always talking. And so I've gotten really good at just like turning it off and listening where I want to. So that's a skill set that's not on here, but it's an important one to have for all the husbands out there. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, for real, she's really good at communicating her thoughts, and literally off camera, she's literally just boom, 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 thinking all the time. And that relates to the fourth and fifth one, strategic and futuristic, right? Those are strategic is constantly thinking about different ideas of how to maneuver or go about some problem or situation in life or business, whatever it is. And the futuristic means that they always have their mind on the future as far as what their visions and their goals are and how to achieve and get there, right? None of those are on mine. I think about right here, right now. What can I do right now to better our position? Whereas she's thinking further and ahead. So a lot of times, how it kind of balances out, right, is she's over here coming up with these ideas, and I pick, okay, what is the most important right now to do? How do we actually get there? What are the true steps to take to get there? And yeah, Mark said the visionary. Yeah, KJ is definitely the visionary of the team. It always has been. So let's go and significance and woo, right? So she already talked about the woo, how she likes to talk to people, get them to like her, right? And that kind of comes in with both the woo and the significance, and she's great at it. She wants to be known. She wants to be known. She wants to be significant in people's lives, right? That's significance.
I have it right here actually.
Well, let me finish this.
Okay,
I don't care about any of that. I don't care who knows me. I've never wanted to be on camera. I do all this social media stuff because I know it's going to help our brand and our business. That's literally the only reason I do any of it. I swear, I promise. And I relate to a lot of people that just absolutely don't want to do any part of this. But once I'm on here, I'll do it. I'll make it happen, right? That's the executor. I do what needs to be done. So you want to read what the significance is? That way they have an actual definition.
Yeah, so it just said, it says why I succeed using it is you want to do important work and you're determined to make a difference and you want others to respect the significant contribution and willingness to work hard to achieve that success. And so I think that plays into a huge role of me being present on social media and helping our team level up and grow, because I want to eventually be speaking on stages. Like I'm known as the preacher of our friends. I'm always motivating people, and like
that's the activator.
and it's the futuristic, because I'm always like,
and positivity.
Imagine where you could be. Like I always try to push my friends. I'm like, you have so much potential. Like put yourself here. Like if you could just work hard on doing these things. And I just want to be part of something bigger and be able to make a difference and impact people in a positive way. And Joseph and I actually were talking about our goals yesterday, or was it the day before? I don't know.
Yesterday.
We were talking
Wait.
about our goals, and we were like, where do we want to be in 5 years, and what do we want to be doing? And we were like, we want to be able to host charity events. And I think one of our main goals is we want to help families become successful and attain financial freedom in ways that they probably have never known before. And a lot of that is like what we're doing now in multifamily. A lot of people don't know that's an opportunity that they can put their money to work and plant seeds and eventually, create some type of generational wealth and leave something like a legacy behind for your family. And so Joseph and I are really passionate about this, not just to make money. It's more so to build something that you're proud of and make a difference in other people's lives. So although it is nice to be able to make money, it's more so for the freedom. Like, I want to be able to spend time with my family. I want to be able to retire my parents. I want to be able to do what I want to do when I want to do it. I don't like being chained down and tied down by, we can't afford this, we can't afford that. So there I go preaching again. So I got off subject.
So I guess let's switch over to mine, right? And I have significance on there. I do want to be known to a certain degree, but it's not critical for me. Right? Mine's number 16. So it's up there. It's a strength. I do want to be known in some capacity, but it's more so to my friends and family, right? I want to be significant in their lives. For strangers, yes, it's great and all, but that's not what drives me, right? For her, it's something that truly drives her. She wants to get out there and meet new people and change other people's lives. I want to do that too, but in a totally different manner. It's a different perspective for me, or pathway for me.
I think it works out though, because I just come up with the ideas and I say, this is my vision. Joseph, make it happen.
Okay, let's talk about on my top 10 then.
Yeah, let's do it.
So my number 1 is self-assurance. So whatever.
That's actually the most rare one to have.
So short and sweet. Basically, I'm just going to kind of give high level definitions of them. And again, we're no professionals. Consult whoever it is that you want to do this.
This is secondhand knowledge.
Secondhand knowledge. Yeah. My first one is self-assurance. With short and sweet just means that I'm not going to waver in my decision. Like, whatever my decision is, once I make that decision, I'm confident with that decision, and I'm ready to move forward. I'm self-assured, right? And
he has confidence in himself and his beliefs. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. I swear, when you use somebody else's phone, you don't know where anything is.
So it basically just means exactly that, right? And that whatever decision I'm making, I know that once I make it, I'm going to be very confident in that decision. I'm obviously going to listen to what other people have, but I'm not going to waver based on something that somebody else says, unless it's a good point, right? I'm not going to just change my mind and just to agree with people.
So it says you trust your instincts, you forge ahead confidently, even on risky paths, and you lead the way for others. And I think this is so powerful and important, which it makes me feel good that this is my husband, because I lean on him and I trust on him. And to know that he has confidence in himself makes me feel good, especially like on the endeavors and the risks that we're taking, especially like getting into multifamily. It makes me feel good because I'm like, okay, I can trust that he's going to do what he says he's going to do, and that he has confidence in himself. Because I think mindset and having confidence in yourself is like the number one key into doing anything. Because like, if you don't believe in yourself, what are the odds of you actually doing well or accomplishing that thing? So for us raising other people's money to then invest it into apartment buildings, I think having confidence and courage and being able to take risk is really important when doing these projects like that, especially when you're using other people's money. I think that's really important to have. So I was really happy to see that as his number 1. And I think he makes a really good leader. I think he's just a natural leader. I tell him all the time and he doesn't believe me. And I'm like, you are made to be a leader. Even if you don't want to be, you're a natural at it. And because of his blues, which is like the relationship building, the deep relationship building, people really what's the word? They trust in you, they like you, he makes good friends. So I think that's really cool to see how everything's playing out. And then once we saw these, I was like, oh my gosh, I see it now, like in person and like when we're doing stuff.
Yeah, we can
So
identify like all these different strengths and traits. Like it's so easy to identify them now, like in our daily lives and in our business. It's really cool. Once we took this, it made a lot of sense, and it gave us a lot of self-awareness and insight into ourselves as well as our business. Um, so the next one is restorative, right?
I
And
don't even know what that one is.
I know what it means. It's basically I'm a problem solver, right? And I see this in my personal life all the time, because anytime there's an issue, right? After seeing this, I thought about it and I was like, man, I do this every single time. It's like anytime a problem comes up, I'm like, I don't care. I don't want to talk about it. What do we need to do to fix it? Like, what is the way that we can solve the problem right now? Let's take action and solve the problem, right? And so I literally say that almost every single time an issue comes up, right? And that kind of goes back to the self assurance and the restorative. Is like, I know we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be fine. Let's solve the problem and move on, right? And so,
It's nice because I'm the person like under pressure, I don't do well. He does really good under pressure.
okay, I'm glad you said that. That's number 5. That's a ranger.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's number 5. That's a ranger. It means that I can handle multiple different things and keep a pulse and make sure that I'm arranging all of the priorities in the appropriate way and keeping track of everything. That's number 5.
Oh, I'm so glad your strengths are what they are because I could not. This is why we do good together because like when things get rough, like oh my gosh, I have a hard time. But luckily he's like I got it. We're gonna be fine. This is what we're gonna do. This is how we solve the problem. And I'm just like, okay, you got this. I'm gonna let you do your thing, and I'm gonna keep focusing on what I'm gonna focus on.
It works better that way. My third one is adaptability, and I kind of laughed
I'm gonna use the restroom. Hold on.
when I read that one.
Oh, that one's annoying.
So for those that know us, everybody knows KJ as the planner, right? Which again goes back to her strategic and a futuristic, and always thinking about the future, right? Whereas me, again, I'm thinking about right here, right now. And my third one is adaptability. So it actually said in there when you read it, it basically said a lot of times these people can be seen as just going with the flow. And I literally busted out laughing because I've always told her, I was like, look, we don't need to make a plan. Let's have a general structure of whatever it is that we're going to do that day. And then let's just make it happen. So whatever comes up, we're going to be fine. I know we're going to be okay. So it was really cool to see these things. My fourth one is relator. And that basically just means that I'm good at relating to people. I can build those connections. It's a blue characteristic. So it's part of the relationship building. So it was really cool to see that one too. Now, I don't necessarily consider myself as like a super friendly person or overly empathetic. And again, my empathy is 32, so I guess that makes sense. I'm just good at making connections, right? My sixth one is achiever. It's pretty straightforward. I take satisfaction in completing tasks or doing things, right? I'm an achiever. So if there's a task to be done, I achieve it. 7 is competition. I think everybody can relate to that one. Competition. I love being first place. I really do. And we're even in our personal lives and in business, we're always competing with each other, and usually I win. So
it's funny because when we play games with people, they think, oh, y'all are married, y'all are gonna help each other, and like when we play games, it's like, nah, how do you say it? Like
you're one for all.
You're on your own, basically.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're not friends
when we
play games. Yeah, we're actually rivals, and in most in most games, she usually tries to take me out first, and it's okay. It's okay.
We become
I'll
enemies.
take it. 8 is consistency. That's I feel a really good one to have in business. Pretty straightforward there. I'm consistent. Once I said something, it continues to keep happening. 9 is focus, which any tasks that I set my mind to, I'm really good at being able to focus on that task, get it done, and move on. And then my 10th one is analytical. And go figure, I'm the integrator of the team, right? So to me, all of those make a whole lot of sense.
I want to talk about, we love Susan. Susan's on our team. She crushes it. Also, I had someone, Lorraine.
Lorena asked, where do we take that test?
I Googled it. Clifton Strengths Test. They have a bunch of different options. So there's an option to take your top 5, or you can get all 34, and you have to pay for it. It's annoying, but it is what it is.
I recommend paying for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Get the 34, because at first we did just the 5.
And then I was like, I want to know the rest.
Yeah, we at that point we were too invested in it, so we ended up spending more money because we bought them separately. But you should just go for all 34 of them.
I wish
if
we
you're
had
gonna do
affiliate, but we don't. So.
I know. Yeah, insert affiliate link here. Just if you do it, just go ahead and Zelle us an extra $5 or something like that. You know.
Just kidding. Anyways, okay, back to what we were saying. So, did we ever talk about the rest of mine?
I kind of touched on them, but no, I didn't.
So
go into.
I know belief. Belief is
it's belief in yourself, right?
No, it's not. It's when, like, hold on, let me read it because I'm terrible at rephrasing stuff.
This is true.
Like, if you want to know something that happened, don't ask me.
You just pass it.
Your core values guide you and give you purpose. You provide clarity, conviction, and stability by living by your values. So I think that's important because Joseph and I, or at least me for sure, I'm sure yours is somewhere up there.
Yep, number 18.
My faith in God is very strong, and I live by that, and I preach about it all the time, regardless of how other people feel. That is what has gotten us through everything.
And that's where the name Preacher KJ came from, because in our early days before real estate, when we were, at house parties or doing whatever, right? I'd be in the other room playing some beer pong or something, and I go look over and she's like in the kitchen and she's just over there preaching, literally like having a whole gospel session in the middle of the party, like 2 or 3 in the morning. So that's where Preacher KJ came from, and she continues to do it to this day.
Yeah, so when I saw that as my number 6, I'm like, it makes a lot of sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
Especially because Joseph went to a men's retreat.
It was great.
He was gone for like 3 days. This made me realize how much I depended on him because I didn't have access to him. I was like, oh my gosh. And he comes back and now everything is just like picking up. Everything's going so well. And I was like, you're putting your focus on God again. And look, everything's getting better. But
Amen.
What is activator?
It's
Hold on. Oh, it says you are a catalyst. You naturally know how to turn ideas into action and you make things happen. Your energy can be contagious and engaging. So
essentially you bring you encourage others to make shit happen. short and sweet. That's pretty much what that one means. And that's where that whole preacher KJ comes in, right?
I like to bring the energy. I would say that on our team, I'm the one who hypes everybody up and encourages them. Joseph is like, okay, here's what we're doing today.
Yeah, exactly. Here's the action items for today. Let's make sure that we get all this done. Okay. Anybody have any questions? Nope. Okay.
Joseph comes in. Okay. Here's what you need to do today. Okay. Bye. And I'm like,
she's like, where's the music? We gotta pump up the energy. He's like, I was like, that's so boring. Let's get to know everyone.
I know. Like
I'm here to work.
We need to be friends. We need to build a family. We need to have fun. We need to bring the energy. I was like, who wants to work when like you dread going? Like, how fun is it? You get to come and like know there's going to be positivity and people you can lean on and work with. So see, like all of this, I'm so grateful that like we found each other, and I'm like so glad we decided to do a business together, because imagine if we were the same. I feel like that would be hard. I don't know if we could be successful.
No. It's already hard enough. Yeah, no, hell no. Sorry.
So what's the next one? Individualization. You notice and appreciate each person's unique characteristics, and you don't treat everyone the same because you can see what makes each individual unique. You know how to bring out their best. I was literally doing this with some friends.
She does it all the time, yeah.
I didn't even realize. I forgot what that meant. I was at our friend's house and I was preaching. They were sitting in a chair and I was like, you are so good at this. You need to be focused on this and you could be good at that. So I didn't even notice. I don't know. This is weird. I honestly, so number 9, learner, I thought that was going to be my number 1. I was kind
She
of,
loves to learn.
I thought that was going to be my number 1, although communication makes a lot of sense. Says, I love to learn, and you intuitively know how you learn best. Your natural ability to pick up and absorb information quickly and challenge yourself to continually learn keeps you on the cutting edge. So,
So true.
yeah. In the beginning, when Joseph and I started our journey, I was like, we're watching YouTube videos and we're going to learn this stuff, and made him watch like 8 hours a day. And I enjoyed it. He hated it, but
I did. Yeah. No, I hated it 100%. Not. I do like to learn. My learner is number 12. I do like to learn, but it kind of just needs to like be in front of me. I don't want to go out looking for it. That's just my natural tendency. Now, I do learn all the time and I enjoy it, but again, it's like I need to have that information kind of presented to me, and then once it's there, I absorb it and I take it all in and I learn it very quickly.
So my last one is positivity. You have infectious energy, enthusiasm. As someone who offers genuine encouragement and optimistic outlook on life, you have the power to make people feel better when you're around. So I would say I'm the motivator. Joseph's
Definitely.
the action taker. I'm the idea person. He's the make it happen person. He's the bad guy.
Yeah, I am the bad guy in a lot of things, but that's okay. I don't mind it. Again, that's probably from empathy being 32.
So this test was fun to take. I actually like really enjoyed it because when you get your results, it has a page for each one of your strengths and tells you, and also it like, and none of them are the same because it takes into account like what your other strengths are. So everyone, not one person would be the same. It all accounts in all of them. So it tells you what you should focus on, ways that you could be better, and it tells you your blind spots, things that you wouldn't think, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this. Like for communication, one of my blind spots was saying, make sure you don't just talk the entire time. Let other people talk too.
I busted out laughing when she read that to me. I'm not gonna lie.
I was like, yeah, that's me sometimes.
100%.
Sometimes I'm just so passionate about whatever it is that I'm talking about, and I love to share and learn. And yeah, anyways. So that was just an example. So this was cool. I think it's cool to kind of see what your strengths are and then work on those strengths, instead of trying to be better with your weaknesses, just become a master at your strengths and use that to level up. So yeah, here, I'll remove this so y'all can see our face better.
So essentially, like we said in the beginning, right, those first 10 are the ones that you're just naturally very good at, right? And you don't even know it. And you should really focus on those. Put yourselves in roles that are going to amplify those specific strengths, right? That should be something as far as for a business, mindset, right? You're thinking about utilizing this in your business. You should put yourself in roles or find roles that utilize those specific strengths effectively. And then the ones that are at the bottom, those are the ones you should kind of delegate off. The roles that utilize those bottom 10 or so, those are the ones you want to delegate to other people. The ones in the middle are, like I said, those are the second tier ones that are there. You're good at them, but you should really focus on strengthening those skills even further.
Yeah, I wish I'd known about this sooner. When joining partnerships, you should definitely all take the test. That way you don't have the wrong people in the wrong roles, because I think that can definitely hinder. Is that the right word?
Mm-hmm.
It could really cause issues. But it's good because then you could say, hey, you're really good at this. Now we know where to put you. And a lot of it was like, if you knew what their strengths were, you would understand why they do certain things. And maybe you would have more understanding for, I don't know, I think it would take tension away from the team if there was any. You're like, why is this person being like this? It's like, oh, that's their strengths. Maybe I should put them here instead of where they are.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a good way to kind of just understand who it is you're working with. And I think it would be really helpful. I think moving forward, anybody that we decide to partner with, I'm gonna be like, all right, you gotta take this test first. It's like I gotta know. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. We kind of just shared our personal stuff. You know my weaknesses. Wait, what was my weakness?
Harmony.
Harmony.
Oh, that's hilarious. Harmony.
Harmony
her last five. Let's just say the last five. So starting from
30,
from 30,
consistency.
31 is achiever, 32 is analytical, 33 is deliberative, and 34 is harmony.
It's funny.
Yeah, 100% that makes sense.
So harmony is wanting to keep people happy.
Keep the peace.
Yeah. And
KJ does not keep the peace. She is a peace destroyer.
It's so funny.
If she thinks something, she's gonna let you know what the thought is. And we're both very similar in that way. But I'm a little bit more. What's the word? I'm a little bit more cautious with how I deliver something. But we're both very stubborn and hard-headed in that, and we're very what's the word?
I don't know what you're trying to get at.
I'm trying to. We're firm in our decisions, and whenever we have an opinion or thought, we're not gonna just stay quiet and not say anything. We're gonna let people know.
We don't let other people boss us around. We don't let other people run over us. We are not pushovers, and we're not gonna change the way we feel about something to make other people happy or make their feelings feel better, or whatever it is. We're not going to change our values to make people feel better. So that's us. That's what you get. So
like it or not, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think that could be a positive thing. You know, I'm not just going to bend over.
I think it is, definitely.
I'm not just going to, let people control me. And I think that has a lot to do with America today.
Wait, don't get her started, guys. That's a whole nother hour-long talk at least. That's that preacher KJ about to come out. You better be careful what you ask for.
Yeah, but
all right, let's conclude. Final thoughts.
I'm glad we did this live. It was fun. It's been a while since we did a live. What do you guys want to hear about? It would be great to get some feedback. If you want to hear more about us or business, multifamily, single family, we got a team of single family now. We got 3 deals under contract. I think all of them we're about to have buyers for now. So we're probably going to get some more deals. I don't know. Final thoughts, KJ. Final thoughts, not a whole nother topic. Well, I just want to know, sometimes I'm like, I didn't even know people like this. What can they do to let us know? Where can they tell us that information? Drop it in the chat. Also, if you're on Facebook, please go to our YouTube channel and subscribe and watch from there. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers. I think we need like 100 more. So I would love and appreciate if you guys could subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just search KJ and Joseph Mudd. I'm really working on our content to get our stuff out there, the significance, Look, Mark said all of those ideas that you mentioned were good. And he said real estate investing across the USA. More about how we got started. Yeah, Susan wants to know more about how we got started. We actually did do a video on that. It's on our YouTube. But the channel is so bad. Yeah, the audio is super bad. Maybe we'll redo it and do sections of it, like this specifically, why we got multifamily, why we did single family, X, Y, and Z. We get asked these questions all the time. Joseph and I are like, we just need to make a YouTube video on it. But it's in the link. The channel is KJ and Joseph Mudd. You just search our name and it should show up. Hopefully. It should. I've been working on it. All right. Final thoughts. No, do you have any? My final thoughts are just, if you are going to take this, it is super worth it. I suggest if you have any teams that you're a part of, that you're operating, I would suggest that every single one of you guys take the test and truly just utilize it. Like there's coaches out there on this that can take it even further than what we're talking about. But honestly, if you just do it, you'll have so much self-awareness, so much insight into who you are. And then, like I said, if you're working with your teams,
you're going to have insight into who they are and why they do the things that they do a lot of times and why they think the way that they think. It's not, like KJ said, anything that they're doing intentionally to upset or rock the boat. It's just the way that they operate naturally. So find a way to maximize their particular talents, and it's going to exponentially grow your business and your personal life.
If you guys take it, I'd love to see y'all's results.
Yeah, that'd be cool. If you could post it on Facebook and tag us on it, that would be pretty cool. And then tell everyone why you posted it. Even better. All right, that's all. Can we do the outro?
I don't think I have one. I need to make one.
Oh.
So we're just gonna awkwardly end the stream.
Yeah, so work in progress, right? This is it's still early in the journey, but we've like we always do, we just do it. We just do it, and
take action. And
it gets better along the way.
We take imperfect action. So I think, like Mark said, leave it because it shows the proof in the journey. Yeah, like our first videos are not good, but it's okay.
Yeah, I love it.
We'll figure it out. All right, you got to hit the end button.
All right, guys. Ta-ta for now. Until next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.